Titans here are my NFL Sunday Week 15 game predictions. I'll be going over my spreads and over-unders for this NFL Sunday. First is the Tennessee Titans at the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I'm going to take Tennessee plus 1.5. Both these teams kind of have close games kind of all year round, and they just kind of squeak by with wins. But I do expect Tennessee to pull this one out, so I'll lean towards the plus 1.5. I wouldn't be too surprised if the Steelers win, but I'm leaning towards Tennessee today. I will go with the over 42.5. I expect Tennessee to jump up to an early lead, and then the Steelers, they just kind of find their way back in the game. Probably end up being low 20s for both teams, or maybe high teens for one, 20s for the other, over 42.5. For Carolina at the Bills, so I do expect the Bills to win, but I don't expect them to cover the 13 points. I do expect the Bills to come out and score a lot due to last week. They want to get the win after losing to Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. So I will go with over 44. I feel pretty safe with that, as Carolina can come up with 14 points somewhere, as I do expect the Bills to score in the 30s, but I expect the Carolina to fight back and at least be within 13. For Jacksonville and the Texans, it's about who's going to make the least amount of mistakes, which is going to be a lot of them. But I do expect Jacksonville, because I feel like their defense, I have more faith in their defense than the Texans' defense, and I literally have no faith in the Houston Texans offense whatsoever. So I do expect Houston to score no more than 13. But then Jacksonville's offense, I don't have too much faith in them either, but I do expect them to score more than what the Texans can put up. So Jacksonville minus 4.5, under 39.5. For Dallas at the Giants, so I expect Dallas to prove that they belong in the playoffs and beat up on the lower tier teams. Hence, I'll lean to Dallas minus 11. They should be 2 scores ahead of the Giants the whole game if they want to really solidify themselves as a playoff team. And over 44.5, at least 34 of those points should be by the Cowboys. For the Cardinals at the Lions, I'm going to lean towards Arizona minus 12.5. I don't have too much faith in the Lions, but I have a lot of faith in the Cardinals, and I expect them to bounce back after that Rams lost on Monday night. I will lean towards over 47, as I expect the Cardinals to put up a lot of points and Kyler Murray to bounce back after that rough game against the Rams. So over 47, I would bet at least over 33 on the Cardinals. For the Jets at the Dolphins, I expect the Dolphins to continue their hot streak and lay waste to the Jets. Dolphins have been coming together. Expect over 41.5, as the Jets shouldn't be able to slow down the Dolphins at all. For the Bengals at the Broncos, after a close game with the 49ers last week, I expect the Bengals to have another close game this week, so I'll lean towards Bengals plus 3. Wouldn't be surprised on them winning, so you could go for the money line on them. But it'll be a close defensive game, slower pace, under 44. For Atlanta at San Francisco, it always seems like San Francisco games end up being closer than what they should be, or they just end up close. So I'm going to lean towards Atlanta plus 8.5. I'd still expect San Francisco to win, though. And I will lean towards under 47, but this one I feel is going to be pretty close to 47. So it'll probably be like a 44-point game. So if you don't want to go for what the sports books are going, I'd say over 42 to be safer. For Green Bay at Baltimore, Baltimore's kind of hurting at the moment, so I'll lean towards the more consistent Green Bay, with Green Bay -7. I will expect under 44, as I don't expect Baltimore to put up a lot, as Green Bay's defense will clamp down, as even though they gave up 30 points to the Bears, I expect a better outing for the Green Bay's defense to prove that they're ready for the playoffs for a deep run, and will clamp down on Baltimore. I expect Green Bay to still score on Baltimore, but not as heavy where they're like have 40 points on their own. Expect like 28, like a 28-10 game. For the Saints at the Buccaneers, I'm leaning towards Tampa Bay -11. Tampa Bay had a great first half against the Bills, but then struggled in the second half. So I expect the Bills this week to once again have a strong first half, but to continue that dominance into the second half and really show why they're one of the best teams in the league and win again this week. I will lean towards over 46, as Tampa Bay will just be Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, 2 touchdowns. Fournette get a touchdown too. Easy win for the Bucs, over 46. Thank you for watching. Leave your opinions on the picks or what you would have picked this week and any player projections. Once again, thanks for watching.